I'm going to compare the new Galaxy Buds to Apple's AirPods. Welcome everybody to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here, and you can all find me on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. And I am genuinely excited that you are all here with me today, and I'm going to be comparing the brand new Galaxy Buds 2 against Apple's AirPods. Now, a couple things, not to put a huge amount of exposition in the preamble, but the naming scheme on these Galaxy Buds 2 is a little funky because there still is the Galaxy Buds Alive, those are the ones that look like the little beans in your ear. And then there's the Galaxy Buds Pro, but here specifically, I'm looking at the Galaxy Buds 2, the ones that were just released, sitting at a price point of about $150. At the same time, I'm going to be comparing them against AirPods. So there is the AirPods Pro, which is a little bit closer in the feature section. Both the AirPods Pro and the Galaxy Buds 2 offer active noise cancellation, whereas the AirPods don't. But these are much closer in terms of price point. These are at $150, these are at $159, or $200 if you opt for the wireless charging case. So a bit closer in price point, whereas AirPods Pro are up at $250. I don't think there's that many people comparing Galaxy Buds 2 versus the higher-end AirPods Pro. So there's one thing I wanted to get out of the way first, before I jump into the comparison, and that's which one of these earbuds you should buy. That's right, I'm going to tell you which one to buy before I do the comparison, which is pretty backwards to how I typically do things. But we're looking at earbuds from phone makers. Apple's got their iPhones, and Samsung's got a whole line of Galaxy devices. And at this point, it doesn't make sense to go for the headphones from the competing brand. If you got an iPhone, you should buy AirPods. And if you've got a Galaxy device, you should buy the Galaxy Buds 2. You just lose out on too many features by mixing and matching. Each of these will work with the competing handsets, but you lose out on too many features to make it simply not worth it. So, if you're on an iPhone, get the AirPods. From the Galaxy, get the Galaxy Buds 2. But we are still going to go forward with this comparison because it's really interesting to see how these two stack up. See which one wins out in terms of features and abilities. So even though it's pretty obvious which one you should pick, I'm still going to compare these guys, and I hope that you'll stick with me. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Starting off with the cases themselves, if we look, both these guys are coming in white. Though AirPods are just white, the Galaxy Buds 2 come in a few different colors. You can choose between graphite, white, olive, and lavender. So you can pick a few different color options for the Galaxy Buds, but Apple still limits you. Case sizes are pretty similar. The AirPods are a little bit taller or a little bit, longer in one dimension, but the Galaxy Buds 2 are a bit thicker. They really haven't changed the design all that much from early versions of the Galaxy Buds, so if you've seen one before, these look pretty darn similar. Samsung, of course, is using USB-C to charge up the Galaxy Buds 2, though the case also supports wireless charging out of the box for the $150 price point. AirPods, on the other hand, the basic case still only charges with Lightning, and if you want to use the wireless charging, you have to opt for the wireless charging case, which can be purchased separately down the line or bundled at the beginning, moving the price from $159 to $200. Honestly, I love the wireless charging case, so you should probably pick it up when you get the AirPods and save just a little bit of money. Let's look at battery life. Apple says you can get 5 hours of continued use from a set of AirPods, and combined with the battery case, you can get about 24 hours of total usage time. Galaxy Buds, on the other hand, you're getting about 5 hours of usage time on a single charge and up to 20 hours including the case, but that is with the active noise cancellation turned off. If you turn off active noise cancellation, you can get an impressive 7.5 hours off a single charge and up to 29 hours with the entire case included. So Apple was pretty close here in terms of having ANC on, but if you turn ANC off and make them pretty much the same at that point, since neither would be using ANC, the Galaxy Buds 2 win in battery life. In terms of water and sweat resistance, Apple doesn't give a water or sweat resistance for the AirPods, but Samsung does bestow an IPX2 rating to the Galaxy Buds 2. Now that's nothing impressive, it's not going to be able to be submerged in water or anything, but it should be able to withstand some light sweat or burst of water from different directions. Apple AirPods, they have never been an issue. I worked out with them and a bunch of stuff like that, never had a problem with water resistance, but Apple does not promise anything here. So again, I have to give a little bit of an edge to the Galaxy Buds 2. If we take a look at the design of the two sets of earbuds, they are vastly different. They are super different shapes. AirPods, you know exactly what these are going to look like. You know they're going to hang out of your ear a little bit. Honestly, to me, they're starting to look a little funky because I'm used to the AirPods Pro, so these seem like really extra long. But yeah, the Galaxy Buds, they fit much smaller and tighter into your ear, and they're very rounded. They are still very small in-ear buds, more of a traditional design, I'd say. And they do have the silicone ear tips, so they fit more securely in a lot of people's ears. Then again, some people love the little bit more of an airy feel that AirPods have. So it's really up to your preference on which one of these fit you best. I always recommend trying them out first if you can, or at least be ready to return them if they don't perfectly fit your ears, because everybody is going to be different, and it's really hard to design a set of earbuds that are going to fit as many people as possible. So be forewarned that you never know which set of earbuds are going to fit you perfectly. For me, I've had no problems with either of these, and I typically have some issue with heavier earbuds. AirPods do weigh a little bit less than the Galaxy Buds, probably just a little bit more of the bigger battery that's going on here because, again, they have that noise cancellation that they have to deal with. For controls, Apple has tapping gestures. You can just tap on the back using like an accelerometer on the inside to detect when you're tapping the earbuds. Galaxies are pretty similar. They still use a tapping gesture, but they actually have capacitive touch surfaces on the outside of the Galaxy Buds too. That's how they're detecting those taps, but those taps can be used to control playback in media and control voice assistants just as they can on AirPods. So really similar gestures here. I don't love the tapping gestures, but for both of these, it's kind of what makes the most sense. As I mentioned before, noise cancellation. Apple offers no noise cancellation. There's really no passive noise cancellation, nor is there any active noise cancellation for basic AirPods. They sit in your ear, and that's what you get. Whereas on the Galaxy Buds 2, these have passive noise cancellation, that's those silicone ear tips that are going to block out the external noise, but you also have active noise cancellation that are actually using the opposite sine waves of sound to block out repetitive outside noises like hums, drones, anything like that. So anything that's running in the background, AC, a plane, a bus, kind of those monotonous tones that you hear in the background, those can be backed out or blocked by the Galaxy Buds 2. I've tested these quite a bit, and the noise cancellation is pretty solid. So it's not on par with some of the big names in this, but for a $150 set, I'm really happy that they have noise cancellation at all. So the noise cancellation here is very good. I'm pretty darn happy with it, especially at the price point. When it comes to audio quality though, I do have to give the edge here to Apple. Apple does do a better job in terms of just listening to music and listening to podcasts. It's overall more balanced, and there's a little bit more bass here in the AirPods than there is on the Galaxy Buds 2. It may just be preference, but I do like the AirPods in terms of sound quality. So active noise cancellation goes here to the Galaxy Buds 2, but sound in general sits with the AirPods. Each of these guys has some other cool features to go along with it. Galaxy Buds 2 have several features that are really specific to Android, and they have things like the fit test, which Apple has on the AirPods Pro, but of course not here on the AirPods. AirPods have other nice features like the automatic syncing between devices using iCloud, which is really handy, and that automatic pairing for iPhones where you just open up the case and you can see it on your screen. Samsung has done a lot like that with the Galaxy Buds, and it's why it makes sense for you guys to just stick with your respective platforms. If you've got the iPhone, go with the AirPods. If you've got a Galaxy or Android device, stick with the Galaxy Buds. Unfortunately, that's what it comes down to in this situation. If these were third-party units that aren't from phone manufacturers, there's more of a discussion to be had on whether it makes sense to go with AirPods or something else. But in this case, you really just have to stick with what your phone manufacturer makes. Let me know what you guys think on Twitter at Andrew_OSU and other headphones you want to see me compare to AirPods. And stay tuned because it sounds like AirPods 3 are just around the corner.